Good morning, everyone. It's Mike from PC Classic Cars, back with another test drive video. Today we are in my really cool 1973 Ford Bronco Ranger. Let it warm up here and then we'll go take it on our normal test drive. And I do apologize, it is a very windy morning and we are in a soft top Bronco, so you might get quite a bit of wind noise from this video, but you'll still probably be able to get a good idea of how it drives, and we'll dive into the normal mechanicals on it here during this video. All right, so again, we have a 1973 Ford Bronco. This is a factory Ranger package Bronco, which is really cool. All right, so on the mechanicals for this Bronco, it is a factory 302 V8 truck. I do actually have a digital receipt from the previous owner where the 302 was rebuilt. I do believe it to be the original motor, as it is a period correct block. I was unable to find a VIN on the motor without taking parts and pieces off of it. But again, it comes back as a period correct motor, and all signs point to it being the original block to the truck. It also has a rebuilt C4 3-speed automatic transmission, and this does have the Dana 20 transfer case, and the 4x4 all works like it should. Like any Bronco, they're not 70, 80 mile an hour trucks. This one cruises really well at 50, even 60 miles an hour. But anything past that, again, with just a 3-speed and being the short wheelbase that these are, they're just not designed for that. But we're cruising at 55 right now, and it's very, very comfortable. You are equipped with power steering, and then you do have manual drums. So I would suggest swapping to a power disc brake conversion at some point. That would really help with the stopping. The drums are set up well, but just for kind of peace of mind, I always like to have disc brakes. On your exhaust, you retain an original style set of manifolds, a stock crossover pipe, and then a single muffler and a single tailpipe. I personally like the set of would like to add a set of headers with dual exhaust and Flowmasters, but that's just me. The exhaust right now is currently in nice shape, but that's kind of a personal preference or a personal touch that the next owner or whoever buys the truck can do to it if you want to change the exhaust. There is nothing currently wrong. I just like a little bit more sound out of my exhaust. 4x4 again does work. The items that do not work on this truck is the horn does not do anything. You have this aftermarket stereo, Memphis stereo down here. It's not coming on, so I don't know exactly what's wrong with the radio. And then the two other items, I do not have any door lock keys, but I just have an ignition key. And then the sprayer fluids for the wipers aren't doing anything. So some really small stuff. The heater core's hooked up. The rest of your gauges are all working. An afternoon's worth of work to get the couple little small things working if you have to have that stuff going. And it does still retain the original radio in the hull, but that again isn't doing anything either. Temperature gauge came up good. We're running about 190 or so degrees. So we'll do our normal little more aggressive pull here. And this 302 is not going to win you any races. These trucks were not designed for that, but it has plenty of power to do what you need to. Very smooth, easy shifts on that transmission. Again, we have a digital copy of the receipt for where both the motor and the transmission were recently rebuilt. And again, they perform awesome. It has an aftermarket steering stabilizer in the front, which probably helps and is a reason why this truck drives so nice. I'm not going left or right all over the road, and we're doing just about 60 miles an hour right now, and it is very comfortable. On the underneath, super solid Bronco on the floors, frame rails, inner rockers. The inner rockers have had a little bit of work done, but they did nice quality work. There's no current rust issues on the bottom side. Again, floors, frame rails, all that stuff is great. And the best thing about this Bronco is how it's an uncut Bronco. And when I say uncut, I mean that the fenders and the rear quarters have not been sectioned to fit larger tires. That's a hard thing to find on Broncos, and one of the most eye-catching and my favorite aspects of buying early Broncos like this is finding uncut ones. It's just hard to do. This truck has been repainted in a later model F-150 color, two-tone color. The paint quality's nice. It does have its little touch-ups and chips. Take a look at my additional informations tab on my website. It'll have a bunch of photos of all the imperfections. The bumpers and the trim, some of it's original and does have some pitting, so if you wanted to enhance it a little bit, you could do new bumpers and new mirrors and door handles, but that's kind of nitpicky stuff. You do have a soft top. I do not have a hard top. The soft top is in great shape and it does fold down if you want to open the soft top. There's a little bit of work with that, but you can fold the top down to the back. I would personally source a hard top for it, but that's just me. And then I didn't have time before to touch on the interior. The ginger houndstooth bucket seats for the Ranger package are awesome. The dash has been redone. The seat covers and seat foam front and rear have also been redone. The door panels and the rear interior panels are all really nice. Good carpet, new mats. Just overall, the interior is really clean, and I like this wood grain steering wheel. On your glass, the windows roll up and down like they should. I will say it's missing the little plug there for the, I believe that's for, I don't think it would be a remote mirror. I actually don't know what actually would go in that little hole there. But on the edge of the driver's door, you can see there's a little hole for something. I might have to do a little looking to see what that would be for. It almost looks like a remote mirror hole, but this doesn't have remote mirrors on it. Glass is all nice. Again, windows roll up and down like they should. Vent windows open and close well. Windows in the soft top are nice. Suspension is all stock style equipment. It performs awesome. Shocks feel great. Steering is nice and tight. Again, you do have power steering with this truck, and being automatic is really cool. Brand new BFG tires that do not have 100 miles on them. I put them on. They're in excellent shape. This has a great road feel and just a really, really cool Bronco. I love these trucks. They're so much fun to drive. Take the top down, pop the doors off, and drive the wheels off this thing this summer. I would also add Vintage AC. They make kits for these Broncos. This is a non-AC truck, so it does not currently have any AC, but the heater core again is hooked up, so you could add a Vintage AC setup if you want to. One thing I also need to mention, again, just being a soft top truck, the seal between the soft top and the doors on both sides, again, very common issue. There is a gap. So you do get some wind noise, but you're gonna be probably driving this thing with the windows down or the doors off anyway. So sealing them up with a soft top is damn near impossible. Just always like that little disclaimer to let people know that there is a little gap around the door frame and the soft top itself. Overall, this is a super kick-ass and a really, really cool Bronco. Love that it's an uncut truck. Love that it's got a V8 and it's an automatic with power steering. Yes, I would add AC to it. Yes, I would do power disc brake conversion, but neither one of those are 100% needed because it is set up well currently to drive like it sits. There's tons of aftermarket parts out there for Broncos. If you want to upgrade the front and rear bumpers because they are a little hazy, same thing with the door handles and the mirrors. All just little things that you can kind of do to take the truck to the next level. I think the two-tone, the later model Ford color, the two-tone, the maroon, and the tan is a great look on this. The dash is all painted to match the outside, same thing with the interior door frames. And just a really, again, a really, really cool, nice driving early Bronco. And it's a factory Ranger package, which is cool. Love this interior. As always, I appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of my test drive videos. Make sure you watch the virtual description as well as check out the additional informations tab on my website, pcclassiccars.com. There's really good pertinent information in that virtual description that's not in this video, as well as a bunch of extra photos of all the imperfections along with the does it work section in that additional informations tab. And again, as always, I appreciate y'all watching and we'll see you guys on the next test drive video.